Hi and welcome to 5 years in the future. Here we go to see how our teams have done 5 years in the future. We'll also have a look how World Cups and Champions Leagues and all of that sort of jazz has happened. Not too bothered about how other teams have done in previous other countries, if you like. But the main thing is our 4 teams that we managed. Let's go and have a look first of all how Arsenal have got on 5 years in the future. Yes, here we go. I've noticed actually with our own stats, some have dropped and some have risen, which is a bit weird, but I guess things happen in 5 years. Arsenal, let's have a little look, shall we? Patrick Vieira is now in charge of Arsenal. I can see that Campos is still captain, so Lashley's vice-captain. Key player is Lewis Newman. Interesting. He must have developed into something a little bit special. Looking at the favoured personnel list, where the hell have we gone? Alan Martinez's on as a legend. Mihal's a legend. Are we down here? What? Kolarek there. Saliba, Lewis Newman. We're nowhere to be seen. Thank you, Arsenal. Less than 5 years and we've been left behind already. Well, we can see one thing straight off the bat. Champions League. There's been another one. There's 2 there now. I don't see any more FA Cups, but I do see 3 more Premier Leagues because there was 16 there earlier on. So that is unbelievable news. So let's go and have a look at the current squad. So we'll see the last tactic they played, which is an ugly old winger tactic. Don't particularly like it. Turkin still knocking around here in goal. Hutchinson's here. Campos, Lashley, Kolarek, Jose and Newman. A couple of people on the wing I don't recognise. Evan Nielsen, he's still here. I'm quite surprised at that. Right, so we can look at it. Navarro's still here as well. Alvalo's still here. Jones is still here. Djerkovic is still here as well. Higgins is still here. And Jamie English. And Mihal is still here as well. So that's great news. But let's go and have a look who actually got sold, because it doesn't look like many. Noble, I don't see Noble. Let's go and have a look a minute. So this is the season where we brought our players and left Ruben. We didn't actually see Ruben play, but he's still at Arsenal. Right, players in, players out. Players in, not too... Charlie Patino. So he was loaned in from Manchester United. Garnacho as well. Yeah, some of these are youngsters that we have no idea about, but players sold. So we knew Marcos was going. Dennis Simon went out, £44 million to Leipzig. A few loans, and there must be another big transfer here somewhere. So Marcos 48 million. Milinkovic, £11 million to Atletico Madrid. Really? And he's now over in Villarreal. What is he rated as? He's a world-class midfielder again? No, just a midfielder. Interesting. I did like Milinkovic. He was great. The following season, again, there's somebody called Jack. He must be a Brazilian. He is a Brazilian. He's on the transfer list at Arsenal. Great stuff. Sales, £149 million. Oh my goodness me. Lamorna's going to go spare. Mike Noble, gone to Manchester City for £95 million. Gustavo Tariba, he went out to Fiorentina. He's now at Reims, worth a lot of money and looking pretty good. Rui Gomez, one of our midfielders we bought, just a little person just to bring in when it just had extra in the midfield. Christian Eck went to AC Milan on loan. He's now at AC Milan, looking awesome. Is he still classed as a world-class midfielder? He is. Why the hell would you sell him on loan? Noble, elite midfielder. Oh, I don't get it. Maurice Gallio out on loan as well, so I'm guessing he's gone. Yeah, he's gone off to Fulham, worth a lot of money again. Another one. Simon Jones went to loan. Ali Hadji, I didn't see him earlier on. Chelsea, £229 million. Jesus wept. In fact, Ali Hadji, look at the absolute state of him. Oh my days. He is fantastic. He is absolutely fantastic. An elite attacking midfielder. He's gone to Chelsea. We'll see that one in a minute, I guess. He went on loan to Juventus. Look crazy. Samuel's out on loan as well. What's Samuel's looking like? I dare to think. He's a free agent at the age of 24. He's left on a free transfer. Went on loan a few seasons and left on a free transfer. Look at him. He's fantastic. And he's never had a cap for England. Phil Samuels. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. What are Arsenal doing? Again, £4.4 million in. They haven't spent much. But look, Christian Eck, £74 million. Garnacho's gone back to Man United for £42 million. Ridiculous. Chotta's gone to Leipzig for £40 million. David Cruz, don't recognise him, but he's worth a lot of money. Was he one of ours? I don't think so. So he was brought in the first season for £54 million and has gone back out. No, he was one of ours. We bought him for £3.4 million. No, that's not right. That was the final season. So the new manager brought him. We're going to have to see who the managers have been in a minute as well. We didn't buy him, but look at the absolute mess of this boy. Jeepers. Ali Hadji, Barcelona on loan this time. Just madness. Saliba went to AC Milan for £5 million. Mental. Absolutely mental. It's another season and another load of money gone out the door. Torsten Bear to Fulham for £28 million. Hugeland gone to West Brom for £14 million. Nothing major there, just some small ones. Lampy gone, little tiny ones. Ortiz, another midfielder. Gone to PSG for what? For £34 million. Jack's out on loan. Fabrice Amadou gone out to Nice as well. Samuel's out on loan again. Hadji out on loan this time to Chelsea. He's doing a tour of all the big clubs. Tyndall gone to Brentford for £5.75 million. Don't recognise that lad at all. And Kian Yildiz, that's somebody they brought in. That's nothing to do with us. This will be the final year of the 5, is it? No, there's still another one. Crazy. No sales in at all this year. Massive load of sales out. Hadji out for £40.5 million to Chelsea. Octavio Gonzalez. Yes, I do recognise that lad. Another midfielder out for £39 million. Gallo 6 there. Who was the other big one then? Bernard Volts, £21.5 million. And then we're into the current season where a couple of youngsters have gone out. Nothing major there. So as we can see, Jurgen Klopp came in. He had not even quite a year. He won 3 cups and got sacked. That is ridiculous. Then Patrick Vieira come in, won 3 leagues and 5 cups, and he is still going. He is doing a great job for Arsenal, and I wonder whether he'll still be here when we come back to see in 5 more years' time. Bournemouth though, what's happened here? Let's have a little look. Managers, jeepers. They've had a lot of managers. Emery, so Arteta was there. He got sacked. Was then Lampard back in again, Jack Ross and Sereno. So how have they done as well? Well, they did go back into the Championship. They then finished 8th in the Premier League. So they're doing pretty well indeed. Nothing else has been won there. Looking pretty good, to be honest. How have the others done? Is there any point looking at Sheffield Wednesday? They're in League 2 now. They've gone down again. It's just mad. Taunton, still in League 1. Still a steady Eddie. 16th. Oh no, they went down to League 2. They went down, but they came straight back up. Finished 3rd. Ben Godfrey in charge here, look. Don't recognise any of these. These probably aren't any of our players now. That would just be a little bit weird. But they are predicted to finish 22nd next season. So I think we can safely say that they're on the slide slightly. Now, let's go and have a look how other trophies and stuff have been won. World Cup first, I think? Right, so since the incarnation of this game, England have won the World Cup. It was then Mexico, Italy, and then England are the current winners. Germany, Serbia, France, and the Netherlands were the runners-up. Beautiful stuff. It's what we like to see. The fact that we've done that is great stuff. Now, let's have a look how the Euros have got on. So again, in this incarnation of the game, Spain won it the last time. It was then England, Italy, and Germany, with France, England, Italy, and France again being the runners-up. So some great teams in there. It's good to see that all the main teams are still in and around it. We haven't got any abnormalities this far in the future, but we have got another 5 years to go, so you never know. The Champions League, yes. We can see here that there's the first one that we won against PSG. The following year it was Manchester United. They beat AC Milan. It was then the turn of Chelsea. PSG they beat. Arsenal, they beat Barcelona. PSG, Arsenal again. No, not again. Manchester City and Dortmund this year. Absolutely crazy. We then can have a look at the Europa League. Any strangeness goings on here? Bayern Munich are the current winners. Nantes. Mainz are up there, look. The German team's doing pretty well with the Europa League. Bayer Leverkusen, Chelsea, Nantes, Tottenham, Bayer Leverkusen again. And there was our win that we had for it as well. Just a quick one at the Conference League. Yeah, Villarreal, Newcastle, Everton, Rennes, Nice as well, Frankfurt. Yeah, it's just nothing really to see there. Super Cup. Arsenal 3 times. Winners, beautiful stuff. So they actually beat Nantes the following season. It was then Chelsea having a couple. Arsenal back in again against Mainz. Pesky PSG up there again. Ooh, nothing else there to look at that I can think of. If I've missed anything, the save game will be down below that you can have a look at 5 years in the future. So you can just have a little look yourself and see if there's anything that I have missed. But I think that's 5 years in the future. What will be interesting to see what happens in the next 5 years. 2039 and all that. My goodness me, it's going to be some future. Look at those 5 years after 39. How old am I going to be then? Scary to think. See you next time out. Goodbye.